Alrighty, guys. Good morning, everybody. It is November the 10th. Tomorrow is Remembrance Day here in Canada. So we take a knee or bow our heads to those that gave their lives to give us the life that we live today. And to those that still do. The armed forces, Army, Navy, Marine. So, yeah, that would be November 11th, which is tomorrow. Yesterday I did no videoing. We just kind of fed the cows and then ran into the city to help Tristan with his house a little bit. And I'm not sure what's going on today. We're gonna feed here this morning, and I gotta get a trailer lined up for the piggy pen because I want those suckers loaded and ready to go for Wednesday morning bright and early. Once they're in the trailer, they can live in that sucker. They can live in the trailer for a couple of days. But yeah, I want to try getting the piggies loaded here today. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'll let you guys go and we'll bring you back here a little bit later. Well, guys, that went a lot easier than expected. But with the dirt built up right there, and they had to step over that little mesh, and the trailer, this little trailer, I actually should be using a drop hitch, but I left it straight, so it's riding really high on the front end. They stepped right on their own. That's 2 times in a row we got lucky loading pigs.
I said it's not hard to load pigs.
Yeah, you tell that to lots of other people on YouTube. They haven't figured it out yet.
We should take this down, though.
Well, we can. We don't have to do it right this second, but yes. Anyways, but those guys, they'll live in here until Wednesday. Because Wednesday morning now is the day they're supposed to go. Anywho, catch y'all later. Alrighty, guys. Well, I've been on this thing wrecking my back, digging clay. And now we're putting it down here for the fence line feed where they stand. I don't think we're going to be getting any rig mats this year. Maybe I'll get some next year, but for this year we're gonna get this clay put in here because that's been slowly working our way down, digging that out, getting the manure all out of there. So every year you pull the manure and the manure gets mixed with the dirt and you take a little bit out. So now I bring the clay in with him. And then I spread it and pack it with this guy for this area anyways. I'm gonna get back to work and see Peace playing with her chickens. She's got a hammer in her hand. Talk to you later. Alrighty, guys. She's not perfectly level by any means, but this area here is a whole heck of a lot better than it was. I built it up probably by 6 to 8 inches. I could use some more at the end over there, but for now, this is going to be a whole heck of a lot better than what it was. The calves will be able to reach better to eat on the fence line. So when we move them to the fence line, that is. Anywho, it takes a long time because you gotta dig all that clay with the bobby cat, and then you gotta haul it one bucket load at a time. And I'm not going in road gear, but we got a really good pack because I could pretty much spin in circles on top of it and it's not falling apart or ripping apart. So that's a very major deal. It's packed good, so the water will run off of it and everything else. And once we get cows and calves and shit in there, they're gonna pack it even more yet. So anywho, I'm going for a coffee. We'll catch you all later. Morning, everybody. What the heck? I wonder where he's going today. You guys recognize that truck? Guess we'll have to see where he's going. I know he's supposed to be coming to our place, so we'll talk to you later. We'll bring you guys back a little bit later when the sun's not in our eyeballs so bad. Alrighty guys, so this is Crest for all you new subscribers and people that have been watching that are not subscribed. This is Crest Livestock. They have their own machine. They have a couple of these units. Setting up a second one right now, actually. We've moved 2 times. You can see pile. Anywho, the wind is not in my favor, but we'll do what we can do. Plan is to grind for about 4 to 4.5 hours, try and get about 120 bales done. What are we grinding? We are grinding year-old barley, yellow barley, year-old green feed oats, some green feed oats from this year, triticale from this year, good hay, and poor quality hay. Mixing her all up, and this is our mix. Now, how's it mix? I call this a cheap man's TMR, because as the pile goes higher, the feed cascades down over top of each other. So over there is all our different rows of feed, and that's how we put it into the tub grinder. Here he comes. And when we go to Daryl's, it's gonna suck because I'm gonna be in the dust with the tractor loading the machine. Anyway, I'll let you guys go and we'll bring you back later. We're basically about half done. And I am putting some straw in it. That's why I'm using up all of our old feed from last year, the little bit that was left over. Some old hay, old green feed. And we can make good utilization of that feed sources. Cows are coming up for water. Now, as far as the twine goes, 95% of all the twine and or net wrap will get caught up in the drum, the hammer drum. on the machine, and when we're done, he'll lift the tub off of the drum, pull all that twine out, and just leave it in a pile for me to discard. So before anybody gets their panties in a knot, it's saying about all the twine in the pile. There's virtually next to zero twine in the pile. Marvin and myself have been, he'll jump in the tractor and we sit and bullshit about this and that. He's just going to spend some time in the truck, take care of some emails, business work. They're running a shitload of cows too. I think they're running around 500 or 600 cows. Plus they have a small feedlot of around 2,000, 2,500. So I believe is how their operation works, but he was telling me what it's like for them for doing silage and stuff, and in his eyes it's almost not worth it for us to do silage, but for only 100 cows. But I'm thinking of the tonnage that I would get from silage versus the tonnage we pull off from dry feed per acre. Plus, there's a lot less waste from tub grind than there is from feeding round bale in a feeder. And I know that for a fact. We feed less bales when we're tub grinding than we do when we're just putting them in feeders. When I used to feed nothing but hay, our first tub grind in the year, I would literally do 2 bales of straw to 1 bale of hay. And then as the year progressed, we would increase it and go 1 to 1 and then 2 to 1, 2 hay to 1 straw. Right there at calving time. And in some cases, depending on how good or how poor the hay was, we would just go straight hay. But now we've got green feed of this kind and that kind and so on and so forth, so we're not using quite as much hay in our mixes. Anyway, I'll let you go. We'll bring you back here in a little bit. Alrighty, guys. Because the wind, it's blowing on his conveyor so bad, it's pushing the conveyor into the side of the sidewall of the conveyor chamber, so to speak. And it's rubbing on there and wearing the conveyor belting out. So we're repositioning all together, and yeah, but this works for me. We're basically half done. I had 120 bales set out, and we've got 6 rows of 9 there now, so just under 60 bales left to go. So yeah, this and I'm not 100% sure what time it is, but we started at 9:30. It's right around 11:30. We're basically doing 30 bales per hour, so approximately 2 minutes a bale. So that's not so terrible. Anywho, I'll let you guys go, and we'll bring you back a little bit later. Alrighty guys, so some of you might ask, why even bother tub grinding? You have a bale processor. Because tub grinding breaks it down into smaller pieces, which makes it more palatable for the cows. The bale processor slash most farmers, ranchers will call that bale processor a bale shredder. All it does is rip the bale apart. It will break it down a little bit, but not a lot. Like if you have 2 foot long material, it'll break it down to 8 inches to 12 inches long, but it doesn't break it down to like 3-4 inches. And that's what we're doing here. This makes it more palatable. There is some stuff that is longer stem, but on average it's 3-4 inches. And when we're done, I'll stop, jump out, and I'll show you that stuff. I'll pick a bunch up in my hand, blah blah blah. But yeah, I've got lots of guys that say, we don't need to tub grind, we got a bale processor. Well, yeah, okay, I agree, you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to. It's just what I do. And I know for a fact that this makes it more palatable for the animals. You talk to any nutritionalist and they would agree with me. So that's why we tub grind. And if the bales are a little bit moldy, which I did buy some moldy bales, it hammers all the mold out and turns that shitty feed into a little bit better feed. With all the mold hammered out of it, it'll be healthier for the cow. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on that part of her. We're like 12:15 right now, and I want to go to 1:30 bare minimum. So we got a few bales there yet. We'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty, he's moving again. Anyways, we've got like 36 bales left here, but there was a row of 8 bales here that I used, and there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 straw bales that we used in the mix so far also. So that's 16. So if we don't get all of those bales that are rowed up done, it's not going to be the end of the world. Yeah, that wind is friggin' blowing our pile, blowing the loose fines on us, but whatever, we'll make do with it. Later. Alrighty, well, we're done. I don't know if he's gonna spend a bunch of time cleaning the machine out or not. I know I got lots of stuff to kind of clean up here. And do it with bales on so that I'm not dragging dirt. But anyways, I'll show you guys what this stuff looks like. Oh yeah, we're walking on friggin' 6 inches of friggin' cut feed here. See that? 4 to 6 inches anyways. But for anybody that's new and has not seen me do this before, so you will get the odd stem that's like this long, so roughly 8 inches, but on average, see how it's chopped up? It's all like 3 to 4 inch, 2 inches, or even smaller. So And then the cows, when they're eating this stuff, they don't have to work so hard to break it down, digest it, and so on and so forth. So they utilize all of the feed sources a lot better. Now, some people might disagree with me, but I say go talk to a feed specialist, nutritionalist, whatever. Yeah, I got chaff all over the place. It's on the bales all the way out to here, but a little bit that's out here, I ain't too worried about it. Anyways, but yeah, you go talk to a nutritionalist, and I guarantee 100% that they will agree with me. So anywho, now it's 1:30. He is cleaning the machine a little bit, I think. Oh, he's coming out of there. Anyways, we're not done grinding today yet. So my buddy Daryl, and anybody that's been following along the channel for the last couple years, they'll know that I generally go to Daryl's every year. Daryl only grinds once a year. He doesn't have a lot of cows. So one grind once a year and he's done. But anywho, I gotta go to Daryl's and drop the bales in the machine because Daryl, he's got a bobcat and his bobcat won't reach to drop the bales in there. So I go over there. It's about a 20 to 25 mile haul. So I go over there with my tractor and he brings the bales to me and I just got to pick them up and dump them in. Doop. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. We'll bring you back later. We're almost done here, right?
I think we are.
According to the co-pilot, we're almost done here. Actually, we are almost done. I don't know how many more bales Daryl's gonna do for sure, but we're just about got her cased. Just over. We started at 2:30. It's 3:30. It's 10 to 4 right now. So an hour and a half. It's going good. Just a steady flow. Gotta wait for the bale that's in it to grind down a little bit more before I let this one go. Daryl's right there with the next one. He knows how he wants his mix, so he brings the bales to me. And there she be. I think most of his is slew hay and green feed. I don't think he's putting much good hay in it. I don't know. It's mostly slew hay, I think, and green feed. And how many bales we've done, I have no idea. His bales are a little smaller than mine. They're about 1,000 pounds. So they're only 5x5. So you can see the bale that's in it. And as it turns around, it rotates over top the drum, which is right below the tub. It's right in this area here. And there's screens in there. So as the bale cat falls down into the drum, that's how she grinds. Anywho, I'll bring you guys back here a little later. It's almost Miller time. Alrighty guys, well, it's 7:30. I'm heading home. Yeah, Miller time came, and then supper time came, and we were still there. So now we're heading home. And this is a rough crossing. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Okay. So with that, Daryl is he's got his stuff all ground up now for the rest of the year. He doesn't have to worry about it. And I know for a fact we will definitely be tub grinding again later on in the year. I'm gonna guess it'll be roughly the end of January to mid-February. Let's just say right around February 1st approximately. So I'm hoping that's how long this stuff will last for. So yeah. Anyway, there'll be more talk about tub grinding and the feed that we use, the feed that we used in our mix as time goes on. So give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and fun. Let's get her done. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Alrighty guys, how's it going this morning? Good morning to everybody out there. Hope you're all having a good one. Enjoying your morning coffees. It is 8:45 already. Ay. Excuse me. Oh look, the neighbor's cows. Wonder how many are out today. You goofy biatch. Anyways, we are, well, the piggies, you guys saw them loaded up in the trailer the other day, and today's the day they go to freezer camp. So that's where we're off to. The guy asked me if I could be there by 10 at the very latest. So it's about an hour drive to his place. So we're on our way. He said 10 o'clock. I should get there about 9:45. Anywho, let's get down there and see what happens. Talk to you later.